Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Chemophilic by Bhavna Shaktawat. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please go and subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon to get the notification of the latest videos. So this is one of the most requested video. People were DMing me about how to score 90% in board exam. What is the Maha Mantra of this? So you don't have to make or follow someone else's strategy. You make your own strategy, make your own timetable, study accordingly, and only the key points that you have to keep in mind is that the first point is have discipline. Now what do you mean by having discipline? Having discipline is like if you are making a timetable and sitting for a routine of say 4 hours, then be disciplined to follow that 4 hours. Like studying one day for 8 hours and the next day you are not studying is not the plan for scoring good marks. You have to be disciplined with whatever schedule you are following. Practice daily as much as you can for those 4 hours. The second point that I will cover is the effective study. Now if you are making a schedule of say 4 hours, then you should be very effective and productive in that 4 hours, right? Stay away from all the phones, all the internet connections, keep your books in front of you and give time to that books. Don't study one page in that 4 hours. You have to be very sure about your effective study timetable. So be sure that you are studying and utilizing all those, even each and every second, make sure that you are utilizing each and every second of that 4 hours. The next plan is have a routine. Now by routine you mean like if you are studying 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the evening, that is the best timetable. If you are studying for say 2 hours at the night, 2 hours in the evening, so whatever is your time schedule, whatever is your day cycle, you have to adjust that timetable in that routine and follow the same routine every day. So you will be accustomed to everything that is happening in that routine. Make sure you have a proper routine. Wake up, eat good, and then sit for that study timetable. Follow that rules, whatever you have kept in your timetable. Say if you are studying for 6 to 7 or 7 to 8, then you are having a break and then again you are practicing it for again 7 to 8 or 8 to 9. So be sure that you have a routine, you follow that routine, excluding. So this is what study, if you are studying for 4 hours, excluding all the coaching activities and school, you have to study for this yourself, right? You have to go for the self study in that 4 hours. Practice topics that you are not sure with. Practice more and more in topics that are most important. Then the next point is read the chapters thoroughly. Now by this I mean you should be well aware of what topic is given on what page. You have to be very aware about each and every content, each and every topic of your book. You know, if you read chapter likewise, you'll know what topic is given on what page, and if you are very sure about this topic is going to come or this topic is important, read it twice or thrice. So you get more and more content from that book. Okay, skip unnecessary details of the topic if it is not required. Don't go for much theory. As in case of board exams like CBSE and ICSE, you must follow the sample papers, right? So you have more of numerical type questions. So don't go for theory like for 5 hours or 6 hours you are studying the continuous theory, because that won't be asked in your exams, right? Go for numericals. Instead practice, read 1 hour for theory and then practice numericals on that topic. The more you practice numerical, the more your concepts would be clear and thorough. So read the chapters thoroughly. And the next point is that solve papers. Now this may be previous year's paper or sample papers. So if you go for sample papers, that would be according to your reduced syllabus for this year. And if you solve previous year paper, you will get the content of whatever topics that were present, and the questions are gonna repeat in somehow case. See, the language of questions may be changed, but the paper is made from that content which is present in the book, and that content is again and again repeating over the years. So you will get important topics from that kind of sample papers. If you go through one sample paper, if you go through previous year's paper, you will see that okay, this question is asked from this topic, might be this topic is more important. So if you practice like 10 or 20 papers, you will get through what is important and what you can skip. What are the questions that are almost asked. Say if I talk about chemistry, then if you will see questions are asked from rate of reaction, and that too from half-life and zero and first order integrated rate equation, where you are asked about the numericals. So practice those questions that are based on this topic, right? No question if is asked from say water solids, so skip that topic. Or no, if you are asking for that adsorption topic, so no question is asked on the basis of what is theory of adsorption, right? They will ask only the principle. They will ask what is physiosorption and chemisorption. Nowhere they will ask about adsorbate and adsorbent, but these are the topics that you will have to go through. So go once for the full chapter and then practice only those questions which are very, very important. So this was the concept, solve papers, and this can be both sample and previous year. So for 10th and 12th both, I think Arihant and Oswald papers are available for CBSE. For ICSE, I think prepare a book, and that is more than sufficient. You have more and more content in your book. Practice questions that are present in this. Practice, go for solved examples. If you are not very sure about the numericals, go for solved ones. So once you are very thorough with the solved papers, you can solve questions from the in-text part also and the exercise part also. So same follows for the CBSE also. Go for solved numericals first. Find answers to a solution. Take the quick approaches. Don't go for the lengthy calculations, and be thorough with the basic calculations, right? So like square roots or cube roots, or say squares and cubes, be thorough with all those maths. Okay, few students might find problem while solving the numericals, they might be from the biology background, so you practice the solved numericals first. So get the content from the solved numericals, what type of questions are asked, and the calculations will be easy. Like practice questions that have easy calculations, right? They won't give you any number, say 12496 divide by 24916 43.222. They won't give you this calculation, they will ask you the basic questions. So be thorough with those topics, right? So these were the 5 key points. Discipline, be disciplined with whatever you are studying, follow that routine every day. Don't study for 8 hours one day and the next day you skip your schedule. So this is not the way of studying for board exams. Second is effective study, make those 4 hours productive, have a routine. Also don't forget to take breaks in those 4 hours. If you are studying for 4 hours, don't skip the break one part. Then if you are studying for 4 hours continuously, your mind does not respond after a point of time, that is effective study rule gets violated. So make sure that you are taking breaks in between. See, if you notice that your lectures are usually 40 or 45 minutes per lecture. So why is this made 40 and 45? Because your mind is active in those 40 minutes, after that it needs a break. So have a timetable that say if you are studying for 40 minutes, you will take 5 or 10 minutes break in between. So make a schedule that follows this rule. Don't skip this break sections, like okay I can study for 2 hours, because then somewhere you are disturbing this point, effective study. Make sure if you are studying for 40 minutes, be involved in that 40 minutes, keep your phone aside, and then if you have completed this 40 minutes study, treat yourself with 5 minutes break, and then come after 5 minutes, just come back and study for the next 40 minutes. Then have a routine. By routine you mean, if you are studying for say in the evening 4 hours, then take it as 4 hours in the evening. If you are studying for 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the evening, that would be more better, because your mind would be more active in those phases. Then read the chapters thoroughly. You should be very thorough with all the topics. See, you never know what question can be asked from the board. So be prepared with all the chapters. Just read once what are the topics that are important. You will find it from the sample papers you solve. You will find the questions that are very important. Practice those questions more and more, and don't go for much of the theory. As in case of CBSE and ICSE, I have said before, they don't ask theory questions like define. They don't ask questions from define part or explain. They will ask you questions from why this is happening, how this is happening. You know, nobody will ask you what and when. Most of the questions that comes from why or how. So this is something that you have to keep in mind. Also for the numericals part too, practice first easy numericals, because say in CBSE you are not allowed to use calculator. So follow that rule. See, if you are not given calculator, then obviously they are going to make this calculations very easy. So practice first easy numericals and then go for the bigger calculations one. For ICSE this rule does not work because you have calculators for your exam. So practice more and more, practice how to operate a calculator first, because do not waste time while operating this. You are given a scientific calculator, you should know how to use it. So practice with that. And okay, so these were the key points. Thank you so much, and prepare well, follow these rules, keep these points in mind, and best of luck for your board exams. Thank you.